Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do here is just put n at the top, okay? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, okay? Which means that this top row is our n and these are our terms in the sequence. Our first job is to find the second difference. We do this by looking at the first difference and then the difference between the first differences. This gives us 4, 4. So this means that the second difference is 4, and that tells us that the coefficient of n squared is half of that as 2. That's the first step in being successful. What we now need to look at is a row for 2n squared. But we know the easiest way of doing that is to start with n squared. So 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. And to double it, to get to 8, 18, 32, and 50. We now need to find what we call the residue. The residue comes from subtracting from the terms the n squared part, in this case 2n squared. So we'll do 1 take away 2 is negative 1. 4 take away 8 is negative 4. 11 take away 18 is negative 7. 22 take away 32 is negative 10. And 37 take away 50 is negative 13. That residue that we've just found should form an arithmetic sequence that when we add it on to the 2n squared, we generate the sequence that we've got. So we've found it's 2n squared. We need the next part. This comes from finding the nth term of this. Now this is decreasing by 3 each time. And that's a constant first difference. Okay, so the first difference is minus 3. So that tells us to try minus 3n. This is the next part of our quadratic. 2n squared minus 3n. We're very nearly there. So we work out the minus 3n row. Minus 3, minus 6, minus 9, minus 12, minus 15. And we look for the final residue here. This residue is found by subtracting the 3n row from the residue we found earlier. In this case, minus 1 minus 3 is 2. Minus 4 minus negative 6 is 2. Minus 7 minus 9 is 2. Negative 10 take away negative 12 is 2. Negative 13 take away negative 15 is 2. So our nth term for this quadratic sequence is 2n squared minus 3n plus 2. And that is how you find the nth term of any quadratic sequence.